inside, and it just oozes through, it shines through, and she just blesses us with that smile, with her presence, with her energy, with her gift of just blessing us with the word. Sometimes you could be on the phone with her and she's just blessing you with amazing words and just giving you strength and knowledge, and she don't even realize it, but but it's just a blessing. Without any further ado, the beautiful, the amazing, the super phenomenal leader by example, our girl, our woman, our shero, Miss Linda Tyler.
Good morning. Good
Superstar.
morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Listen, oh my gosh, all of your texts and posts on Facebook and all the things that you did for me on my birthday, it just blessed me beyond measure. I so appreciate each and every one of you and all that you do, the blessing that you poured into my life. Bible promise return on your sowing into my life, you know, whether it was a gift, whether it was a cash app, whether it was just a hello, just a happy birthday. I don't minimize that. Somebody cash out me $1 and they were like, it's all that I had, but I want you to know what a blessing you are. Let me tell you something. $1 is as important as $1 million. That you thought of me. I mean, I don't take that lightly. I don't minimize that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Andrea, for all that you do. You're such an incredible leader. And we so appreciate you for all that you pour into our lives every single day. And you are just a blessing yourself. And good morning, Longevity Nation. Oh my gosh, what a great day it is. It's Joni Hoffman's birthday. So if you know her, reach out to her, send her a text, tell her you love her, tell her happy birthday, post on her timeline, whatever it is, it's Joan Hoffman's birthday. Please reach out and say happy birthday to her. I was like, I knew we were kindred. I knew it. So anyway, please reach out to her and bless her life with birthdays. And if it's your birthday, please tell us. We want to say, so Caroline said, happy birthday. We're 364 days early. I love it. Thank you so much. So we so appreciate each and every one of you. And we want to celebrate your life. I mean, the day that you were born, it's monumental. You may not think it, you know, who you come from, who you come through does not define who you are. It's who you come from. And God doesn't make mistakes. He didn't make mistakes in picking your parents, and your history does not determine your destiny. And so be thankful for the day that you were born. So many people would give their lives to be back here, just to live life to the fullest. And you still have that opportunity. So be thankful and be grateful. And I am truly grateful for all of you. And so let me tell you something. I'm excited. 7 characteristics of unstoppable people. You are unmovable, unstoppable, uncontainable, unrestrainable, if that's a word, but I don't know. But I'm telling you, I bring on the woman. Let me tell you, this woman, she just inspires me. Her heart for people, master trainer. She's gotten so many awards, you know, through our company. I can't even name them all, but she's a master trainer. You want to know how to keep people in your business, how to retain people. She has the highest retention in the entire company when it comes to keeping people on her team for years and years and years and years. And it's not a revolving door. And I tell you, she has blessed me. She is always looking to take people to the top. It doesn't matter who you are. She wants to see you win in every area of your life. She's awesome. She's amazing. 5-star. Let me tell you something. Black Diamond Ambassador. I mean, just a little. We just gonna push her right over the edge. Soon to be Black Diamond Ambassador. The amazing, the phenomenal, the incredible, beautiful, gorgeous, inside and out, Yolanda Brown. Welcome to the Zoom.
Well, thank you guys so very much. So I'm going to be looking at you, at my notes all through this, but know that my heart is right there, right beside you all the time. So if I'm looking down, it's not that I'm just not wanting to look at you. It's I want to make sure that I'm giving you that right information. You know, October is, I think, one of the greatest months ever. Don't you, Linda? You know, I really do. You know, You know, I tell folks, Linda, I'm hoping that you're celebrating the entire month because that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. Wait,
Perfect.
when's your birthday?
The 22nd.
Ah, well,
So,
hello. Got a heads up. Super leader alert. What? October 22nd. Yes, all month. All month. Absolutely.
all month. So, you know, and you do that because your birthday is a national celebration. It is a day in which you were given a chance to go out here and have a purpose and make a difference in someone's life. You have 7 characteristics of being unstoppable. And it was unstoppable by Catherine Kersey, I think is her name. She really just inspires me with all of the stories that she gives. And I like stories and quotes because it somehow brings everything home to everyone, just brings it all together when you can place yourself in someone's story and you can see what's happening. So today we're gonna hear one of the stories in their own words, and then we're gonna talk about those 7 characteristics. So when you look at the 7 characteristics of unstoppable people, think about this: unstoppable. That means that it doesn't matter what happens. They're gonna find a way to make things work out. And that's why you're on this call. I'm hoping that's why you're on this call, because you realize that you have a business and it's unstoppable. Regardless if you're having your businesses increasing, or sometimes it may do this, but when you start seeing it doing this, it's only because we need to go out and talk to new people. We need to get, as they say, that new blood in. But if you just stay steady with it, and keep the relationships going, your business should always be going like this. So that's what you want to think about when you're doing this business, is just to realize that you are in charge. You are responsible. No one else. You can't blame anyone else because it's your business. And see, when we become accountable, when we really begin to realize that this is our business and we're in control of it, you are unstoppable. And the good days are fantastic. The not so good days, those character building days, are okay too, because you're learning from them. So when you think about the 7 characteristics of being unstoppable, one is that unstoppable people develop themselves to their true purpose. Okay, so my purpose is, I challenge each of you to write down what their purpose may be. So that's what you really want to think about. What is my purpose? I'm doing this business for what reasons? What is my belief as to why I'm doing this business? But overall, that belief develops into a purpose, and that purpose gets us up every morning to do what we need to do. That's the first characteristic. The second one is following their heart's passion, your dream. The purpose getting you up every morning, and the dream keeps you going throughout the day. So you think about that a moment. What's your dream? You hear people talk about it all the time. Some people just say it because, oh, I heard that that's what you say in this industry. There's a reason why we say the things we say. But there's even more of a reason why we do the things we do. See, we listen to folks' actions, not what they say. You listen to what folks do. And that's what makes this business one of accountability, because it is your business. So the third characteristic is believe in themselves and their ideas. Do you believe in your product? Do you believe in yourself? Only you can answer these questions, and I'm challenging each of you to take the time to do so, because see, we don't do that. We don't take the time to really look at ourselves. We're always looking at the outside, what's happening on the outside, but let's look at what's happening on the inside and how do we improve ourselves. Now, we know that we need to read. We know that we need to listen to positive information or inspirational information, and we need to get on calls like this when we can and learn from all leaders. But one thing about leaders, we all say the same thing, we just say it differently. But so the bottom line is you have to believe in yourself and your ideas. And then the fourth characteristic is prepare for the challenge. Whatever's happening out there, you've got to be ready for it. But then the challenge may be, you know what? I'm a senior associate. I am going to strive to get to 1 star. And then from there, I'm looking at 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, and the ambassador's rank. But be the best senior associate that you can be, and then build on that. And if you will accept where you are today, you will be given so much to get where you need to be tomorrow. So really prepare for the challenge. And number 5 is something that we don't like to do. Ask for help and build a support team. Now, we want to build a support team, but we don't want to ask for help. We want to kind of do it all ourselves. Guys, I'm here to tell you that's difficult to do. But what makes it even more difficult is sometimes when you ask someone to do something and then they don't do it, and then you end up having to go back and do it, and it takes more energy because it could have been done the right way the first time, but you're trying to delegate and build leaders. But some people will say, I want to be that leader, but their actions do not show that. So you've got to be prepared to ask for help as you're building that support team. Notice the word support team. So you want to build a team of like-minded individuals. You all want to strive to be all in. And once you and your team says that you're all in, your leaders will emerge. And you will not only have to ask for help, but they will be volunteering to help. But ask for help. I think it was Oprah Winfrey that said, she says, you can't do it all yourself. Don't be afraid to rely on others to help you accomplish your goals. Can't do it all ourselves. If our team isn't succeeding, we're not succeeding. That's what's so great about this business. We all have to help each other. And that's absolutely what we should all be striving to do. Don't try to be the Lone Ranger. Build a team, have the support, have some fun in this process. And 6 is seek creative solutions. We've got to get creative right now. We're just beginning to get out and about of meeting people, but still having social distance. And then really, how can we continue to get more creative? We've seen an uptick in our business during this time that we're living in, these challenging times that we're living in. Why? Because you begin to help people identify their purpose. And nothing can stop them from getting to that purpose, that goal, their dreams. You have to ask the questions, and you have to challenge them in a crisis. That helps them to become creative in a crisis. See, people can make excuses and say, oh my God, I need to get out and then be around people. That's how I build my business, belly to belly, eye to eye. I can't do it any other way. And then they just let their business go. Well, then were they really ever serious about it? Were they unstoppable? See, you really have to understand that if you, as number 7, the 7 characteristic states, if you really persevere, no matter what the challenge is, no matter, I'm in, I'm moving forward. My husband often says, we love you, but we can't wait on you. So those are the characteristics that you really want to begin to think about as being an unstoppable person in this business, in life. Number 1, develop themselves to their own purpose. 2, follow their heart's passion. 3, believe in themselves and their ideas. 4, prepare for challenges. 5, ask for help and build a support team. 6, seek creative solutions. And 7, persevere no matter what the challenge. No matter what the challenge. It doesn't really matter. And I think this story will help you to understand what a challenge really is. And if we truly believe in our dream and our goals, that they can come true, regardless of what people tell us. Now, in our business, when we're talking with people, they may say, I don't have any money, or this isn't the right time, or they may just be a victim and not want to be on any of our products or not be open to any opportunities because they can't see it yet. But if we make the right approach, and any and every time I talk, I'm always going to bring up the right approach, you don't have to worry about that, because you'll never get to that point of being rejected if you're asking the right questions. But in the story, in their own words, you'll see what I mean by how we can bring out the best in people, how we can really challenge others to be their best so that we can bring out the best in them. Our words matter. Our actions matter. So we have to realize that we are in control of our actions. And so we have to pull together as a team in order for each of us to grow. And as we grow, the company grows. And that's double success. Because after all, this is our business. So the story goes like this. Some people bring out the best in you in a way that you may never fully realize on your own. My mom, Ruby Lloyd Wilson, was one of those people. Most people called her Doll. My father died when I was 9 months old, making her a single mother and a widow at the age of 18. While I was growing up, there were times when we had so little money that we had to live on a few pounds of dried butter beans for a week at a time. While food was scarce, my mother's love and devotion were abundant. Each night, she set me on her lap and spoke the words that would change my life. Keemans, you are destined for greatness, and you can do anything in life if you're willing to work hard enough to get it. At 14, I was hit by a car, and the doctor said I would never walk again. My mother took a leave of absence from her job at a meat packing plant and moved into my hospital room to care for me. Every day, she spoke to me in her gentle, loving, keyword is loving voice, reassuring me that no matter what the doctor said, I could walk again if I wanted to badly enough. She drove that message so deep in my heart that I finally believed her. And a year later, I returned to school, walking on my own. When the Great Depression hit, my mom lost her job like millions of others. I was 17, and against Doll's wishes, I left school to support the both of us. At that moment, it became my mission in life to succeed for my mother's sake. And I vowed never to be poor again. Over the years, I experienced varying levels of business success, but the real turning point occurred on a vacation I took with my wife and 5 kids in 1951. I was frustrated at the second-rate accommodations available for families and was furious that they charge an extra $2 for each child. That was too expensive for the average American family, and I was determined to offer them an alternative. I told my wife that I was going to open a motel for families with a brand name people could trust and never charge extra for children, never. I figured out about, 400 nationwide motels would be the right number so that each would be within, say, 150 miles radius to drive. There were plenty of doubters who predicted failure because there wasn't anything remotely similar to this concept at that time. Not surprisingly, Doll, my mom, was one of my strongest supporters and among the first to pitch in. She worked behind the desk and even designed the room decor for the first 100 hotels. As in any business, we experienced enormous challenges. For years, we paid our employees Christmas bonuses with promissory notes because cash was so short. But with my mother's words deeply embedded in my soul, I never doubted we would prevail. 15 years later, we had the largest system in the world with one of the most recognizable names in the business. You may not have started your life in the best of circumstances, but if you can find a mission in life worth working for and believe in yourself, nothing can stop you from achieving success. 15 years later, he had the largest hotel system in the world. Kemans Wilson founded the first Holiday Inn in 1951 and built it into the largest hotel chain in the world. When he retired in 1979, he didn't have 400 hotels. He had 1,759 and in more than 50 countries with annual revenues of 1 billion. And this was by someone that was told that he would never, ever walk again. This was by someone who quit school to take care of his mom. But he never, ever gave up. He believed those words that his mom told him when he was such a young man, when she basically told him that you are destined for greatness and you can do anything in life if you're willing to work hard enough to get it. So the question is, are you willing to work hard enough to get it? And are you willing to work smart enough to keep it, to retain it? So this is what I'm going to ask if each of you do. I want you to take the time out and I want you to think about, first of all, I want you to ask yourself the question, who's your mentor or mentors? Write the names down. Don't just do this in your head. I want you to write this down. And then I want you to think about, who or what inspired you to take the career path that you're taking outside of this business. If you're doing this business full time, prior to you doing this business full time, who or what inspired you to take that career path? And then I want you to think about who or what inspires you to do this business and why did you choose this industry? And then lastly, I want you to think about the words that you're speaking to others that are in your group, to friends that you're hanging around. If you have children, to your children. What words have you put in their heads or have embedded in their mind? I want you to think about that. And there is one other thing. I want you to share that with someone. I want you to see if that can make a difference in someone else's life. By you simply being the person that you are and have the purpose to do what you have been selected to do. We're all chosen to do something in life. We just have to figure out what that is. But we have to take the time to figure it out. So that's being unstoppable. You don't have to do any of this. Nothing. You don't have to do any of it. Only do it if you truly are serious about being a better you, about being unstoppable. And I just want to leave with this. Right before this call, one of my mentees called me, and this is her second year to vote. And her grandmother has always worked the polls, but her grandmother is now maybe 70. So she's afraid to work the poll because of what's going on around us. And so her granddaughter told her last night that she had been trained and she was going to work the polls for her. What was embedded in her head by her grandmother? It just amazed me, and I was so grateful. And she said to me, and she calls me Coach Y, and she says, Coach Y, it was because you told me, and I've been her mentor, she's 19, so since she was maybe 10, 11. And I used to always tell her that she was destined for greatness and that she could do and be anything that she wanted to do. And she said what stayed with her was that I watch you, Coach Y, and you, anything that hits you, there's some kind of way you find something good about it and you just move forward. And I want to do the same thing. Guys, you don't ever know who's watching you. You never know whose life that you are sowing a seed in. So just be your best all the time, even when you don't feel like it. Just remember that the alternative is not being here. So just be grateful and send as much love as you can just to be here. Linda, that's all I got.
Thank you so much. I'm taking notes. I'm like, unmute, here I come. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Oh my God, what a story. That story was so compelling. And you are right. You're like, maybe this story will illustrate the point. And what a powerful story that it is. And I mean, lives have been transformed by that story. And I forgot about it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. What a great reminder. And the way you told it was just so beautifully illustrated throughout every one of your 7 points. I mean, I love it. And, you know, that's what we've got to do. We got to constantly look for models in the moment, people who, you know, who are you modeling yourself after, you know, looking for creative solutions, but, you know, who's the person that you're looking up to and looking to aspire to be like. And because whoever you follow, you buy their lifestyle, what they've done, what they've created. Yes, tough times will come, but are you going to persevere? So important. So thank you, Yolanda. Thank you so much. You always come on here and bring the goods in such a magnificent way. I'm excited. I'm going to unmute the Zoom. Give it up for the extraordinary. Thanks to all of you guys on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Give it up for Yolanda Brown. Have a great day.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Yolanda, thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh my goodness,
Have a great day.
Yolanda. You broke it down, as the Marines would
Thank
say,
you.
you broke it down shotgun style. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for sewing into our lives and sewing into our business. That was phenomenal. We love and appreciate you so much, and give our love to your darling husband, Raymond. You two absolutely rock, and we just thank you so much for all that you do.
And Andrea.
Thank you so much. You guys be blessed.
Thank you, Big Mama.
You're welcome.
She's not
You're the bomb. You're the
Big
bomb,
Mama.
Yolanda.
I know. Big
It's
Mama's always
it's always the little people getting called Big Mama.
No.
Yolanda's so fit and small and just great.
So great,
But there's always
Yolanda.
little people. There's always the little people get called Big Mama.
Big Mama one day. We'll do that one day.
Okay.
Bye-bye, guys.
You guys are
Yolanda,
amazing.
thank you. We love you.
Love you.